Welcome to the Simeon Show. You can expect tonight's show to be empowering, exciting, and entertaining as we visit with three of Chi-Town's funniest comics. So if you've had a bad week or a rough week, we got the perfect cure for you. To lift your spirits up, relax, sit back, and stay tuned for the Simeon Show. Our first guest is coming up in a minute. What makes a great comedian besides jokes? Heart. My next guest tonight, she has both. She's affectionately known as the funny movie lady. She's open for comics like Damon Williams, Michael Blackson, and she's often left the stage to a standing ovation. Please welcome my girl, the funny movie lady herself, Miss Shamika Finley. Shamika, what's going on? Good to see you. Have a seat. Great to have you here. Let me ask you this. What actually made you want to become a comedian?
Well, I do love to make people laugh, but it wasn't my choice. It was another comedian that made me do comedy.
Really?
Yeah.
What comedian made you do comedy?
His name Funny Ronnie George.
Funny Ronnie George. I know Ronnie George. Ronnie George is funny. So let me ask you this. What was it about him that made you want to get into comedy? What did he do?
Well, it started off with me, okay, because Ronnie, he cuts hair. And I actually was in his barbershop one day selling my movies.
Selling your DVDs, your bootleg DVDs in the barbershop.
So I like the roast. So one day I came in and roast the barbers, but they started with me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was like about 6 barbers.
Uh-huh.
And I roast each one by one. So after I was done, Ronnie called me and he was like, I think you should do stand-up comedy. And I was like, no, I always been funny. But I was like, I don't think I can do it. So one day after 6 months, he took me to the Beverly Lounge, and it was hosted by comedian Doc Love at the time.
Okay.
And I went up. He was like, write down 4 jokes. He gave me a drink because I was nervous. He was like, drink this, drink this. So I went up and I liked it, and I've been rocking ever since.
Okay. Can you tell me one of the roasts you did?
I can't even remember.
Okay.
2 years
You
ago.
see Mag 1 sitting next to you, right? There's no way you can look at that head and not roast it.
I know.
It looked like a roasted nut. Roast him real quick.
I don't know. You have a bowling ball here. I don't know. A squirrel will probably look at your head and think it's an acorn.
She said a squirrel would look at his head and think it's an acorn. You worse than my son. My son think he's so funny. And I got one good one on. I said, boy, if you don't get your betcha by the chip face, that's all I had. I had no more after that. And he got me. He got me with like 10 in a row. So, so what do you think, what is the biggest misconception that you think people have about comics? What's misleading?
A lot of people think, well, no, some people know it's hard. Some people think it's easy.
Say that again?
Some people think it's hard and some people think it's easy, and it's not easy at all.
It's not easy. Trust. We know that, man. One and myself, we've hit the stage a few times, and it's not easy. It's something that you have to get into. Let me ask you, what's your motivation when you're on the stage? What gets you going? What do you think about? What zone do you get in when it comes to getting yourself ready and preparing for a show?
I always pray. All the comedians call me Religion and Ratchet.
Really?
Religion and Ratchet, that's what they call me.
Double R.
Because I'm ratchet on stage, but off stage, I'm always talking about God. So
Right.
I prepare myself talking to him. A lot of comedians tell me I'm probably the only comedian that don't drink before I go on stage.
Yeah, they get drunk.
Yeah, so that's how I prepare myself. I just pray, because it's nerve-wracking. When I first started, I couldn't sleep. So.
But it's a excited nervousness, right?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So I see you kind of excited. But one thing you have in your favor, you light skinned. You light skinned and you got long hair.
I don't agree with that. Because
You lighter than me. You light skinned and you got long hair, like Mag 1. He's light skinned. That's why he get girlfriends. Light skin is back in. and you have long hair. So light skin, long hair, got good teeth, and you look like you breastfed a couple people. So, so I think you good. I think you good. So let me ask you this. So in the past, female comics they've not always gotten the respect that they deserve. Do you think that's changing? Do you think you guys are getting more respect?
I don't know, cause I've only been doing it for 2 years, but I have.
But how are you received by your fellow comics? Even by me. I know I respect you. How do you feel that you're received normally when you step? Because when you go to a show, there may be 2 female comedians.
Yeah, it's not that many.
There at that one time. How do you feel the guys receive you?
Well, a lot of times the women do get more attention because, like you said, it's not that many female comics. So sometimes people come to a show and ask, like, "Where's the female?" There's no female. So I guess, I've been on shows where I was accepted more because I was the only female.
Okay. Let me ask you this. So you opened up for Damian Williams and Michael Blackson. I want to go to Michael Blackson.
Okay.
What was it like working with that mother sucker?
Well,
that's his thing, right?
We didn't really get a chance to meet. We took pictures and everything because he was late, and I think the show started like at 8. He didn't get there at midnight.
Whoa, was he the headliner?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I was the only female. I got a standing ovation. I think it was because I know I did a good job, but I kind of think it was because I was the only female, and it was like about 9 guys, and I was the only female on the show.
Let me ask you this. You got a standing ovation. What was your most memorable moment on stage that night? What joke did you tell that you feel just put it over the top? It has to be one, maybe 2.
I think it was the one where, at the time, I used to come up to the stage to. Is it okay to say bad words?
Don't say bad words.
The song is from.
Oh yeah. Oh, you can say there's some hoes in this house.
Yeah. Okay.
Hoes, that's normal.
So I used to come. That's why everybody call me religion and ratchet. I used to come up to that song on stage.
Yeah.
So I came up and the music had stopped and the DJ had stopped all the music. I forgot what had happened. So I was like, so DJ, what you trying to say? No hoes on stage? So everybody just started busting up laughing. Then the music got back on. I just went from there and started telling my jokes.
Okay. All right. What do you want people to remember about you from right this moment? What do you want all the people watching the Simeon Show, all the people on Facebook Live, what do you want them to remember about you and know about Shamika?
I took a chance, because comedy is hard once again. Yeah, I guess I took a chance, and it got me here. I never thought I'd be here on the Simeon Show, so this is very exciting for me. A lot of comedians tell me, for someone that's been doing comedy for 2 years, they say that I'm moving fast.
Okay. They say you're moving fast or you're
like I'm getting booked fast.
Okay.
Like
good.
A lot of stuff been happening for me fast, and when they started, it took them like 2-3 years to get to where I'm at right now. Like being on your show, some people probably comedians like that. I wish I can be here right now.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Because I understand what you're saying. I've worked hard to get where I'm at, and I'm working even harder to move further. But what I want you to tell me is this: what advice would you give to people, anyone, but definitely what advice would you give to females that are thinking about going into comedy?
I always tell people just do it. Try it. It don't hurt to try. If they laugh, they laugh. If they don't, they don't. We all bum. I've seen comedians that's been doing it longer than me, 5, 15, 20 years, and they bum.
Have a bad night.
Yeah, because every crowd is different.
Yes.
But it's a challenge. I love it, and then I think too, because I got the hustle in me already.
Oh yeah,
so
you're
that
hustling.
kind of helps anyway. And I think about the money where it could take me to. So I'll say any female, just do it. And the number one thing I always tell a lot of comedians, people love to hear real life stories on stage.
True. Okay. Well, Mag One, do you have any questions for the
You
young
better
lady?
believe it. So on the Simeon Henderson Show, Mr. Chicago, we call him, with Mag One, We have a pretty good following. Our following, they like to give a lot of feedback. We're getting a lot of feedback about you specifically. They like the fact that you're a female comedy. You're a female comic, and you're doing your thing. You've been in the hustle game for quite a while. You started and built up from the grassroots. You made yourself where you are now. Religion and ratchet. They want to know how you separate the two, because it's a little difficult thing to be religious today, and then when you get on the stage, then the mouth just goes completely into shambles and oblivion. So how do you separate the two for yourself and still keep peace with yourself?
Well, the thing with that is like nobody perfect, you know, and I feel like there's nothing wrong with the words that we use, the curse words, as long as you not harming people. Like I'm gonna be honest, like I went on a fast, right, and I actually fast for 7 days about my mouth, about my cursing. I asked God, like, you know, take the cursing away. And he spoke to me. This is exactly what he told me. He said, Shamika, there's nothing wrong with the words you're using, as long as you're not using those words to harm my people.
Okay. And you're using the curse words to entertain.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of Della Reese. Remember Della Reese? Everybody, she was a preacher. But if you saw Harlem Nights, she hit you with every mother effer M-bomb dip to the dilly dooley. But she said, don't judge me, that's my job.
Yeah.
So I totally understand where you're coming from. Well, Shamika, thank you so much. I know the people out there, they thank you. Thank you for watching live. Thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate it. I told you I was going to have you on the show, and I did. I try to stay, I'm a man of my word. And I told Mag One about you. He was like, I can't wait to meet her. And I'm glad you came on, and I wish you the best. I can't wait to hit the stage with you one night, and I'm going to be watching you. When you blow up, don't forget about me.
I won't.
Okay? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Shamika Fender.